Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Art Dog 89. We're going to finish the story. We're going to finish. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. Let's continue the challenge.
We've been reborn. See? I knew we weren't like those Sin-Wish Syndicate trash. You're right, Red. We're heroes. We are justice. We are the undying happiness.
If you are justice, then forgive me for playing the necessary evil.
Everyone, please, this has to stop. If this goes on, you'll all...
Just smile. Embrace the everlasting bliss and true happiness.
I beg you, please, listen to me. It's not too late. We can still go back to the Department of Aberration Defense with Miss Kuchiba and explain everything.
It's no use. They are just creatures that can only react to joy now.
All shall be blessed with happiness. All shall live forever. So smile and laugh. And let our laughter infect all of Plain Arcadia.
My senior, Mr. Ashvale, I'm begging you. Please tell them that it's not too late.
Move aside, Magnus.
Yeah, you heard Ashvale. Move
Just give me
aside.
another minute. You know they're good people.
It's best if you just move aside.
A true hero never abandons his friends.
If I tried to kill them now, will you stop me? Or will you turn a blind eye?
Oh, I was...
Tribute of life.
Blind eye option. Blind eye.
Dead paid in blood. The Sin-Wish Syndicate. A gang that once ruled the streets of Dubbrook. They sparked massive turf wars that left many with grievous injuries and racked up charges for robbery, extortion, and a whole laundry list of other crimes. Pull wave. And Koss died. They were far from saints. Any good deeds they did in their lifetimes were just like a few pretty soap bubbles floating up from a stagnant pool of filth.
That's why we brought them down. They and this whole world have now become happier.
Yes, they may have had sins to atone for, but that doesn't justify you murdering them as if they were just toys.
Thank you for your aid. I am the Blaze Weaver Warrior, Captain of the Daybreak Squadron. May I... Hey, where are you going?
Play? We're not playing. Everyone's just laughing along happily. Mr. Detective, do you know about the Galaxy Rangers? I heard they are a group of righteous heroes roaming the universe. In that sense, are we the city's Rangers?
Ah! Mr. Ashville! Could you do us a favor?
This familiar scent. Ah, I see.
What have you done?
Remember what happened today, Magnus. You may seek revenge anytime. I won't stop you. See that you're all made of tough stuff. I was just fretting over failing my chaperone duties.
No, you didn't fail, Ash fail.
La Mancha, leader of the Galaxy Rangers. I've heard about you, but only in legends past.
Then you're well informed, Nameless. I'd expected the name to be long forgotten by now. So much for turning over a new leaf. Power for grown-ups only. It's best that you don't ask about it, seek it, or get involved with it unless you're forced to. Like I was. Just so we're clear, I want you all to forget the name you just heard. Right here and now, in this world called Plain Arcadia, I am just Detective Ashvale. Instead of obsessing over my identity, or pitying the 3 dead criminals, I advise you to work on a way out of this place first. I've long heard rumors about unsavory things hidden deep beneath the Arcadia. It's strange how the people here can sleep so soundly.
The train broadcast called this place the Land of Sneering Gods. I don't think I've ever seen this station on a map.
Are we going to be trapped here forever?
Mr. Ashvale, despite being at such a bizarre location, you've been oddly confident and unconcerned over your safety since the very beginning. Do you truly know nothing about this place?
I'm afraid that's classified information. Besides, well, I'm simply doing what any professional private investigator would do. Trust my employer. It's time to show us the trinket Pearl gave you, kid. Oh, come on. Didn't Pearl give you a chip? We're in good hands, as long as she can track your location with that thing.
A tracking device? Again?
There's someone calling for me from someplace deeper.
Oh snap. Time to dig deep.
Over here. Keep going.
Wonderful. Listen. It's breathing. Slumbering. Whimpering. Integrating. Warm. Gentle. Warm. Gentle. Warm. And gentle. I am you, and you are me. Come, embrace this primordial joy. Life, in exchange for a boarding pass on the express toward the end. Become one with me. Become a part of me. Become mine. Let's go deeper. I want to go over there. Come, 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 come. Just like that. Step forward.
That's far enough, kid. My golden principle while working on cases in this world is to keep my curiosity in check, and not get involved with matters beyond the case itself. Especially things that already look considerably dangerous. However, the thing that slumbers in the deep here does look awfully familiar.
Oh, another fight? Another fight?
I come to appraise. I come to analyze. I come to render. I weave the cosmos into brocade, breathe soul into painted stones. Let the jewels of heaven rise as they will. All for the Amber Lord.
And Pearl came in clutch.
We meet again, everyone. Fortunately, his lucky chip helped me locate you. Please accept my sincerest apologies for not intervening in time and putting all of you in danger.
Actually, she put one in my pocket too, but I auctioned it online as a souvenir. Thank goodness you kept yours. Otherwise we'd be done for.
Madame Prue, where exactly were we just now?
The place where you fell is called the Torn Scroll. It is a space that peeled from the scroll painting during Plain Arcadia's return to reality. These splintered spaces continuously rip at both reality and the world in canvas. The Department of Aberration Defense originally thought this kind of phenomenon had stabilized, but based on observation, during your encounter with the Daybreak Squadron, there was a sudden speck of disturbances from the Torn Scroll. Unfortunately, the cause, unclear. Therefore, I had to use the power of the Cornerstone to analyze the space, then mend the fissure with Imagenesis in order to bring you out. The Department of Aberration Defense has initiated emergency protocols to reassure the public and handle the aftermath. However, I wasn't able to directly observe your situation after you'd fallen into the Torn Scroll. Would you be so kind as to share what happened there?
We can close the new Herald of Death case. My shadow has devoured the guilty three and tasted their sins. They were responsible for the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. Of that, I'm certain.
Was Full Wish the mastermind?
I couldn't find any solid proof of it. But it hardly matters now that the culprits have been executed.
Worry not. Based on the intel provided by you and Miss Kuchiba, I have deduced the following. As a survivor of the tragedy of the Blood-Stained Games, Full Wish founded the Research Society of Happy Smiles, charity organization. The organization has since been providing an unapproved medical treatment named happiness surgery to its members, which neutralizes their physiological capacity to feel pain. The procedure drew many more followers as a result. And the Daybreak Squadron, members of the Smile Society, imitated the Herald of Death's modus operandi for their crimes, and challenged the Astral Express during the exhibition. From the aforementioned facts, the predicted probability of Full Wish being the mastermind is 92%.
If I may, Madam Pearl. Management in Plain Arcadia should be dictated by the chain of evidence rather than extrapolated probability.
I understand. I will observe the human laws and customs. In any case, we have achieved our goal through Star Rail Fest, luring the supplicant with ill intent out of hiding.
Since Full Wish is exposed now, and we've defeated her supplicant, shouldn't we hurry and arrest her as soon as possible?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. We've defeated Full Wish's supplicant, yes. However, all three Daybreak warriors were supplicants.
That can't be. The supplicant should be the only one who wore the mask and participated in the games with the Phantus Moon's blessing.
Those devoured by my shadow can no longer lie or deceive. All three of them had worn the mask before.
If they were all supplicants, that means it's still possible for Full Wish to intervene in the games.
What's even more terrifying is when the shadow devoured them, I caught a taste of something familiar. It was the taste of abundance that I'd once devoured as a Galaxy Ranger.
What?
Yes. I didn't think this world would go that far. But I was wrong. Living seclusion dulls one's senses. I should have realized it earlier. Darn it.
There is no point in beating yourself up over it. Therefore, the conclusion must be corrected. The Research Society's happiness surgery is a medical technology related to the abundance, and not simply about relieving pain. Assessing the risk involved in this procedure.
Yeah.
Unable to extrapolate.
General Yao Guang told us that she foresaw a great calamity upon Plain Arcadia. According to her divinations, Blade, the Stellaron hunter, could be its catalyst.
So that That's why she asked me for the authority to extradite Blade. Regardless, none of us had anticipated this. Plain Arcadia's calamity had already taken root, long before the arrival of the Stellaron Hunter. In the name of the IPC, the law, or a challenge to a supplicant? These options imply 3 different strategies. Regardless of the approach, the respective timing and investment must be considered. Thank you for your surprise intel, Mr. Ashvale. You have just saved many more lives. Henceforth, the Department of Aberration Defense will place Fullwish and the members of the Research Society of Happy Smiles on a special watch list. Given Fullwish's control over media outlets, I recommend closer monitoring of her dissemination channels.
Understood. We will also implement pre-disaster measures at the calamity level standard per the Safety Response Protocol against aberrant threats.
Fullwish is not working alone. For normal people to be able to get an abundance transformation, that implies far more sinister supporters behind the scenes. These are enemies not to be easily contended with. Therefore, as the Administrator, I beseech you all, please, lend your aid and help Plain Arcadia through this crisis. This has escalated beyond mere rivalry for the Ionic game. Fullwish's conspiracy has crossed the line. This situation's 100 times more dire than the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago.
Please, Madam Pearl. This is my homeworld, and I won't allow the tragedy to repeat itself. Besides,
That's right, Himiko.
there may be an even greater conspiracy behind all this. As a Nameless, it is my duty to see it through to the end.
Indeed, there are old scars and fresh wounds to settle. For the way she toys with life, and the taste of that flesh, Fullwish must be held accountable once and for all.
You have my eternal gratitude. I won't forget this bond from our shared trials. Now then, I shall prepare an action plan, as well as share relevant information with General Yao Guang. The seed of abundance planted by Fullwish must be uprooted and eradicated as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, let me do this real quick. And doing my dailies.
through all the trouble of equipping this loadout. Can't you let me enjoy it a little longer?
With your skills, we'll get out of this in one piece. Right?
Absolute top-tier play. Here it comes! Unlimited firepower!
Low battery. Transform.
Cheap trick.
The dead return!
Yeah, I'm gonna speed up the process on this.
All eyes are on you.
All for the thrill.
All monster mind to command.
Wiped him out. This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round.
All monster mind to command.
All for the thrill.
Low battery. Ignite. The fantastic light. Contrast.
Let me teach you some moves.
Trailblazer, yeah!
This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round.
All monster mind to command.
Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. All for the thrill.
All eyes are on you.
Wiped him out. This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round.
All monster mind to command.
Bonus round.
All right, daily's done.
It's maxed out. Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, honestly, I need to get Soul of crit rate up. That's what's dragging.
So it's true. The captain and the rest really did kill all those people from the Silwish Syndicate. And this Fullwish is also plotting something terrible. This is absurd. It's been 15 years since my life turned into a montage of nightmarish amalgams. And it's still going. Thank you. Mr. Ashvale is right. This is not the same as playing the hero on a stage.
Nope.
In the end, I'm just an actor.
A proud actor, Cinderbone. A very proud one.
Fullwish's partner. Perhaps someone far more dangerous has already set their sights on this round of the Phantasmoon Games.
Oh no. They are definitely up to no good.
Terribly sorry, Nameless. It was your exhibition and your enemies. And there I was, stealing your spotlight. Curious. I wonder how much wish power my appearance this time accumulates for the mask. Oh, don't be like that. You can tell them that I'm Welt. Similar enough. Who knows?
Damn.
Maybe that'll redirect some wish power toward your account instead. We fought side by side in the past, and well, I know a few faces. But, as they say, the honeymoon phase never lasts. I heard some of theirs were still looking for me before I went into my last cryosleep. I'm counting on you to keep this a secret. shoulders, while others want the shadow in my arm. I'm old. I just want some peace and quiet. That's all there is to it. What? Itching to get rid of me already? Well, you're not that hasty, are you? An even greater prey just joined the game. Sure, she could be small fry by your standards, but in terms of viciousness, she might surprise you yet. Before the supplicants go their separate ways, Foolish is definitely a good hunting target for us to align our goals. Such confidence. Can't help but smile at that. And for some reason, you really remind me of a young man named Tiernan. You nameless bunch just love jumping headfirst into fire pits, don't you? Well, given your skills, would you be interested in joining the Galaxy Rangers? If you're still alive by the time the Phantasmoon Games conclude?
Tiernan is also a senior member of the Express that I respect. I will follow in his footsteps.
Forgive me for being presumptuous. It being a ranger, it holds little appeal, really. It is a path of loss, suffering, and vengeance. In that case, I will take back my words. Young Nameless, may you never have to tread the path of a ranger.
All right, that's all. The cutscene is done. All right. Yeah, do it. Yeah, I'll do that in a little bit.
Is there something else I can help you with? I understand. Your inquiry. How did they manage to operate with so many years unnoticed? I had put them on a temporary watch list before, due to significant decreases in crime rates in certain regions. But now, we finally know how they achieved such a miracle. Personally speaking, I cannot fault the citizens who joined the society, nor do I wish to fixate on the accountability of those who governed at the time. After all, for the corporation, the Smile Society is a tool for maintaining stability, and the members are simply following the human instinct to avoid suffering. You've been to Penacony. You should know. There, the family's members lull guests to sleep with power of the harmony and soothe their pain. From a human ethics point of view, it is well within people's rights to avert pain in moderation. Humans cannot turn off their innate negative feedback like Intellitrons do. I understand and deeply sympathize with that. My assigned theme is analytical art, but at the same time, I am fortunate to be appointed governor of a world. The portrayal and sublimation of pain in human works of art shine among humanity's greatest treasures. Tragedy, elegy, and lost epics. Their soul-stirring power springs from a profound understanding of this negative feedback. This so-called happiness surgery does more than just obliterate people's perception of pain. It strips away human complexity and turns what was dynamic and brilliant into a monotonous blotch. To me, governing this world is like creating a painting. My vision is to maintain the diversity of life forms and preserve their potential for growth and change. The Research Society has disrespected my work. Thus, my duty and theme have become one and the same. I will do all that I can to cleanse the misguided strokes of the Research Society from this land. Thank you again for lending your aid, Nameless. I will begin extrapolation of our next steps now. I hope you all get some proper rest before moving out again.
You know, I'm not here to be an ornament.
Assessment. You have something to ask me, Mr. Ashvale.
Well, lately, I've been on an extremely lucky streak. Be it Fulwish or Magnus, the elites practically gained sentience and came to me one by one.
Luck is also an important part of one's toolkit. Wouldn't you agree?
Be right back.
I'm beginning to think you're the one behind it all. You tasked me to investigate the Society and protect the Astral Express, which all led to me unleashing my shadow on those people. Just so you can confirm your hypothesis. You had everything planned out since the beginning, hadn't you?
If I answer yes, would it wound your ego?
Perhaps.
Yes. I paved the way for your investigation, leading you straight to the suspects. Through you, I confirmed my suspicions about the Research Society. However, the question of abundance transformation remains a thorny issue for me. Fortunately, there's a ranger who specializes in confronting such abominations, having lived in long seclusion within Planarcadia.
But you know, that shadow sealed inside my arm can be very dangerous. Simply removing the nail can cause it to stir and resonate with the torn scroll and fissure. Had I not kept it under control at that time, the fight would have ended with all of us buried in that bottomless abyss. Is that part of your plans too, Pearl?
Humans fear the worst, but to the Intellitrons, such fears are merely irrational deterrents. Wasn't the mask of elation I gave you enough to pin down the shadow? That gift you found through the guidance of the Express Navigator, Star Seer, I see. That very shadow that devoured the Swarm and Lord Ravager Zulo 10 amber eras ago. That very shadow that devoured Shuhu, the Emanator of Abundance, hundreds of years ago.
You won the bet. You sure know a lot about this.
Please, allow me to correct you. My ethical parameters prohibit engagement in probabilistic gambits. Accordingly, I operate by acquiring sufficient information to ensure zero margin for error. Then again, you are the species that brought art into existence as a form of expression. That seed of creation exists even in the most ignorant of humans' minds. And for that, I love and admire you. Whether you believe it or not, I will honor our initial agreement, Mr. La Mancha. At the moment of victory in the Phantasmoon Games, I will free you from all sufferings and fulfill your wish. To let a Galaxy Ranger die peacefully in his bed.
In that case, I will continue to fight for you, my lady. Right. You mentioned several times wanting to replicate the works of Graphia. I don't know much about art. But I was considering that, despite the lack of artistic quality in your strokes when sealing those fissures today, to the people of this world, your creation is just as important as the works of Graphia. Not a single innocent soul was lost on this day because of your protection. Looking back to the ancestral painter of the Cinderth Age, do you truly think she cared about the artistic value of each stroke when she created world and canvas? Tisk. Oh. But what do I know? These aren't just crude observations from an amateur, so pay them no mind. I'll be on my way.
We meet again, Ashen Detective. It's hard to believe that I came back for you, especially after learning that you wanted to sell me out to Pearl.
We gotta thank nature's gift. The 6.1 billion credits reward has appeared again.
Fortunately, I bypassed you and struck a deal with that Intellitron instead. Regrettably, my current bounty stands at 0. Do you always turn your customers over to the police? How impressively short-sighted. No wonder your clientele is so small.
Speaking of short-sightedness, no one rivals the Stellaron Hunters, aka Destiny's slaves, isn't it? You are all fated to march toward the finality, and nothing can stop you.
On the contrary, there are many paths for us, as long as that person can see.
In other words, he can't see the trajectory of your destiny in this world during this mission?
Take a guess.
I've heard about what befell Euphorius. The war among the Eons is now inevitable. Whether it's the IPC or the Express, they are fighting for an uncertain future. And in the world where the Elation is the center of attention, there will eventually be more than one Eon interfering. Even a Destiny slave would not be able to see the path ahead.
Keep guessing. We're getting pretty close.
Games. I'd say
I'm back.
Too late to rename the planet Ablabin.
It's still too early to despair, old man. I came prepared, but I could use a helping hand.
30 million credits. Pay or die.
Come on, give your friend a discount, will ya? Say 0 credits?
I ain't your friend.
I meant him.
It's been a while, Yingshi.
It's been too long, Mr. La Mancha.
Must be an explanation for the unusual fate of this world. Though I lost sight of the sparrow, I discovered a mysterious tree. I finally found the heart of the Phantasmoon games, thanks to this little birdie. Mr. Sunday, do you sense me? There's no reaction from the bird. What's wrong with it? Hello? Is anyone there? Can I get somebody here?
No one's here. No.
That's a lie. I saw a pretty girl hiding right here through the bird's eyes. Who are you?
That's none of your business. None of your business.
If that's how it's going to be, then I'm done playing nice here. If my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, the ancient tree here must be the Ambrosial Arbor of Abundance. Yes. Little girl, are you going to keep playing hide and seek, or will you come out and have a proper conversation with me?
The Department of Aberration Defense often comes here to record game progress. And now my movements have been exposed to complete outsiders. I suppose it's time to leave. You sound unpleasant to talk to, but since you have eyes keen enough to tell what I am at a glance, I'll have a short chat with you. I will answer 3 questions, so ask away. Once you have your answers, I'm going to show you the door.
I wanted to question why the Joyseeker would permit the Ambrosial Arbor of Abundance to take root in a world they had blessed. But given their carefree nature, there was probably never any restriction to begin with. On my second question, Are you a Fey-kind native to Ahatopia, or are you
No.
the long
Excuse me.
species shaped by the ambrosial arbor?
Aren't you good at divination? Can you help me take a look whether the slip on my head says wheel or woe?
There's nothing on your head except your ears.
And that itself is the answer. I am the arbitrator who determines the outcome of the Phantasmoon Games. I am the raging waves of joy and the living pulse of this world. Diviner of the Xianzhou, the weal and woe you behold are but a single petal fallen from my hand. It blooms with the morning and withers by evening, reducing to dust in a fleeting moment. My true form is the Panarch Elwood, the embodiment of instinct and eternity.
Interesting. Took you quite some time to come up with those words, huh?
The one who created me did say most people wouldn't believe me. Turns out they were right.
I believe you. I feel the same way. For many do not trust the words of a diviner. Besides, no weal or woe has befallen you, which means your fate cannot be determined like that of ordinary mortals. You're not the first one I've met with this condition since my arrival here.
You're left with one question.
Since you admit to being an abomination of abundance, shouldn't you explain the fate of this world's residents? Unless they are your doing? If your answer fails to convince me, it may be too late by the time I summon the Lux Arrow from the sky with the rainbow.
Chill out! You shouldn't make jokes like this. I'm not as skilled at divination as you are. When you suddenly speak of the great wheel or woe and interrogate me, I get confused too. After all, isn't every rule and every variable of the Phantasmoon Games dictated by the impulse of some god? As for the brewing storm, let's settle down and discuss whether the turmoil once again is the result of the Laughter's mischief.
This entire day has felt unreal. We had situations lined up one after another, and a growing crisis on our hands.
The Research Society is insane to meddle with the power of abundance. There's no telling how many have already undergone the happiness surgery. Foolish witnessed the tragedy caused by the Herald of Death 15 years ago. And now, she herself has assumed that dreadful mantle. We have to relay this information to Dan Heng, Sunday, and General Yao Guang as soon as possible. Foolish is definitely aware of the enemies she's facing. That is why we must win an audience with Aha. At the very least, we need to stop Foolish from winning the game.
Yeah. The thought of the Research Society of Happy Smiles going through with their plan gives me the chills.
It's been a long day, and all of you must be very tired. Take this chance to get some proper rest. I'll go meet Weld back on the Express. March? What about you?
The best way to recharge is to waste time. So, I'm staying outside for some fresh air.
Sounds good. I was thinking of heading to the streets for a walk.
Oh man.
joy or pain. What matters is that we're the ones making the call.
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke!
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Oh, hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all mine authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation. Which means... Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras. The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game? The most logical explanation is that Aha wants to steer this game toward utter insanity. But then, who can possibly fathom the mind of an Eon? Not every Phantasmoon game's ending has been recorded. Many were lost to time, most likely a consequence of the winners exercising their newfound divine authority. But as far as recorded history goes, this is unprecedented. After all, the chance to be an Eon for just 1 minute is already an irresistible lure for many.
Exactly. It's just too weird. Can you really just give up being an Eon? What if this is just a big prank by those masked fools?
In the historical records, instances instances of the Phantos Moon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim. Basically, unless what the Phantos Moon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
You mean a pessimist sees a half-empty glass, but an optimist sees a half-full one. I knew you were an optimist, just like me. Besides, there's no way the Eon of Elation would let their authority fall into unworthy hands, right? Right? Right?
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and Hime Cat in the flesh! Oh, what are they doing here?
I couldn't even get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street.
Whoa. Where did all these people come from?
Hey, that declaration the Phantos Moon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
You should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos! You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
The way they say it makes you sound like a supervillain. Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
Oh, all these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard. It's gonna be epic.
Epic. Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Sign this for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantos Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast. You're right. The fact that the Phantos Moon openly made a promise is anything but ordinary.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantos Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam
request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
It hasn't been long since we parted, and here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
You ain't disturbing, Pearl. You ain't disturbing.
There's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. Permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether malicious
Excuse me.
presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginary. When normal people believe power is in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves. Correct. It would be wise to keep a low profile, stay out of the public eye. The media and public relations department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of
Excuse me.
A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC. Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some even are speculating that he is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Foolish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station. That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the Phantom Moon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. Greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Foolish might be driven to. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Foolish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantom Moon Games, I'd still make this decision. We cannot allow her to deceive and poison innocent people in the name of happiness.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering. The happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death. The monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the blood, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree promising him everlasting life. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish. Right now, in Plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish? I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me? If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there. If you're set, let's get moving.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation. Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, Marge. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
we see my father first. It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the Dean before proceeding with the investigation. 15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records, and only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then, to the Dean's office.
Say yes.
Talent's maxed out, firing on all cylinders.
You are at last. You said you got into a huge fight with those, what are they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. Do you think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates?
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Stop! Every time you and me get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the question to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Foolish. Incredibly, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need. To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the Dean, I should have met up with her more often and tried harder to soothe the wounds it left on her. But I just couldn't. You really need all the details. The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thing. But I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name, I thought to myself, if someone was able to survive the incident, why couldn't it have been my daughter? Received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an Elixir Seeker chief on the planet of Goliath Shepherd. He said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed. There had been a terrible accident on campus, and my daughter... Even though I knew my presence here wouldn't have changed anything, because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again during the Phantom Moon Games. That's why I immediately flew here when I heard about the full Phantom Moon. But once again, I was too late. And the supplicant called Sparksy had turned the canvas upside down.
It's all right. You can leave the crisis solving to the Nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparksy stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension. You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
My goodness, I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you.
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. Again, I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. in the end.
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, you and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to? Foolish. A poor child survived the Herald of Death. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl, though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She got good grades and a good heart, and becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over CFL TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Miss Dolly, for your intel.
The new Herald of Death is real. They say he came back to life and was responsible for what happened in Dovebrook. He's not coming here to kill again. Is he? Maybe we should ask for leave and stay home until this blows over?
What are you, scared? If he really comes, I'm live streaming the whole thing and getting all the clout for it. Who needs leave after that? I'll just quit school altogether. I heard he murdered hundreds of students here 15 years ago.
Hundreds? Really? I only heard that the crime scene still exists somewhere on campus. I don't feel too good about this. We should get out of here.
If we help the Express Gang, there's a chance we might get featured in The Fluffy.
You're seriously obsessed with becoming famous. almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Talent's maxed out. Firing.
Is this? Did they really have to put this here?
Open up! Detective March 7th is on the case. So spill the beans. How much do you know about what happened 15 years ago?
You got the wrong guy, I swear. I'm just an innocent cursed imaginary. I never moved from the spot. I don't know anything. Ribbit, the Dean ordered me to dig up whatever materials I could find for you all to read.
botanical study. Cognitive science research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Fullwish went beyond the sky to study after graduation. Turns out, this is where she went. Let's go chat with the others.
Well, did you find anything? Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild. Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Fullwish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident. Department have been nice to us, but whenever something bad goes down in the cosmos, the first thing everyone thinks is the IPC did it, right? Himeko, do you think Pearl might be planning something nasty for this Phantom Moon Games too?
As a member of the IPC, Pearl clearly won't reveal everything she knows to us. However, I'm inclined to believe she bears us no ill will. After all, the crisis Fullwish might be plotting would completely overturn the IPC's order here, and that would serve her no benefit. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery? If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
Contact Fullwish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know. Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Fullwish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip. They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Foolish. She was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness. If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Foolish is walking a dangerous path right now. And the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
Me too.
Thank you, you two. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Foolish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago.
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
Well, this is the last murder mystery game I play with you.
Ugh.
Let's have some fun. I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himeko? Is this?
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger in their original places.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, Foolish?
Oh, that's Foolish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. I know. now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then you'd better put on a good show, huh?
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because unexpected guests have arrived. Everyone from the Astral Express and Himiko. I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone? Foolish. Himiko, you recognized me at just a glance. Himiko was at school like the rest of us that day. When I saw Belle lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to breathe, the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himiko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours. But who would have guessed? You're alive. And living quite well. You became the navigator of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations, Our Order. Himiko, do you know 15 years have passed? And my wounds have mostly healed. Or let it lay there with some scars and emptiness that time can never heal. Look around. Even here, even with these phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon, Xianya, Mia, and so many others. 15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me, layer upon layer. So I made a decision. I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see the light of day again.
See the light of day? You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself? You intend to use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon Games. How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives? I'm sorry. I shouldn't compare you to that devil. You still have a chance. Stop this now.
Stop? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand what you're saying. To think twice before making rash accusations. As a media professional, let me give you a piece of advice. From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, watch your expressions and be cautious with your words and actions. At the very least, try not to look so flustered during this public exchange. We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming speech, but meeting you all here, it really adds a wonderful dramatic flair. To the audience watching from your screens, you know my name, and I know that right now, you are watching me. 15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the Master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated into a barbaric, bloody game. You and I, the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered a lifetime of dignity, wealth, and time to them, all in exchange for a single full meal. We are surrounded by bizarre entertainment and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles as we applaud and cheer for them. Is this the happiness the god promised us? No! Absolutely not! The Master of Elation would never be deceived by miracles, but with pain and blood. What they desire to see are heartfelt smiles. And so, they granted me a revelation. Everyone, on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me was not luck. It was not the supplicants, and it was certainly not the IPC. Right here, as the Herald of Death approached, step by step, the one who sent down a miracle was the Master of Elation. They allowed me to escape with my life. And when I was trapped in a small room, consumed by loneliness, they sent me a mask. They revealed my mission to me, to bring happiness back to a plain Arcadia that has lost its smile. I, Fullwish, survivor of the Bloodstained Games, hereby formally announce that I will join the Phantasmoon Games! In this game, I shall win the Eon of Elation's authority. And then, I will make smiles of happiness bloom on the faces of every single person in plain Arcadia! Himiko, don't frown. Smile. I will bring happiness to you too, just as I will bring it to everyone. I won't manipulate the Phantasmoon Games like those high and mighty IPC executives. Nor will I treat the rewards granted by the God of Elation as bargaining chips for profit. We are in plain Arcadia, so we should decide the winner in a plain Arcadian way. I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Fullwish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends to all supplicants.
A plain Arcadian way? That's just a way that benefits you. We're not going.
You can refuse, of course, but then, under the gaze of billions of viewers, you must accept your public image as frauds deceiving the world and cowards with guilty consciences. Remember, this isn't just an invitation. It is your only chance to defeat me in front of everyone. Since you believe you represent what is right. The stage is set. Come,
and perform this final act that will determine the future of the Arcadia with me. Or simply leave.
The choice is yours.
Darn it! Are we just going to let Fullwish walk away?
We are right in the middle of the cameras she prepared. Remember to be cautious with your words and actions. Let's leave here and return to the Express.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report. We're continuing our exclusive coverage. Just moments ago, we received some shocking news. The head of our station, Lady Fullwish, has officially announced that she will be entering the Phantasmoon Games as a supplicant.
At the same time, Lady Fullwish has announced a blockbuster special! The end of a century TV debate! She has invited supplicants to the Fullwish TV studio to discuss and debate the topic, what kind of future will the Phantasmoon Games bring to this world?
What a magnificent topic! At a time when supplicants from beyond the sky are brazenly suppressing and insulting our local heroes, finally, a supplicant has appeared who truly cares about and represents the citizens of Plain Arcadia.
Too true! Ever since these Phantasmoon Games began, signs of things spiraling out of control have been popping up everywhere! First, the famous streamer Sparksy tried to spread a mimetic virus, then the nameless of the Astral Express clashed with the Daybreak Squadron, causing severe damage to Lookout Cloud and the Skyline Express line!
With so many accidents happening, you really can't help but wonder, are we seeing a repeat of the Bloodstained Games from 15 years ago?
You got that right! Speaking of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago, Miss Fullwish herself was a survivor of that tragedy! She's come such a long way, never once letting her painful past keep her down! A true legend of resilience! Now Miss Fullwish has joined the fray as a supplicant! She must be here to stop the tragedy from repeating itself and to reclaim the peaceful days this world deserves from the hands of supplicants from beyond the sky!
Will she be able to shoulder the wishes of all Plain Arcadia and set this game right again after it's spiraled out of control? Let's wait and see.
Ugh, so shameless! Reporting news about your own station director on your own TV station, and you still have the gall to pretend you've received some shocking news? Don't you guys talk to each other internally?
I see. Fullwish actively issued a challenge. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Fullwish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, a televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What Fullwish wants most is for us to walk right into the trap she's prepared. So, what do you think?
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
I'll go. But not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness in front of the entire audience. But before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all help you. Wait, do you mean... Sunday!
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the Phantasmoon Games by Yao Guang, he hasn't returned for days. However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either. Asking him to cooperate as a wild card right now is a good idea.
But what's the deal with finding Sparksy?
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help with. Fullwish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, The Master of Elation sent her a mask. Her claim might just be a glorified way of saying the tavern sent her an invitation. But that phrasing reveals that she is likely a masked fool. If every fool has stepped into the tavern before, then there must be traces hidden there left by Fulwish as a fool. Just like
how we tracked down the clues about SparksyCon.
Oh, Sparksy. Will she stand on our side? Well, this is certainly a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
You just said, as for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the Laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down? The game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here. This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality, a mark of who I was in life. I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own territories and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Phantasmoon Games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the Elation and the Abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators.
Yeah, do that, girl.
Call me the security protocol for the Phantasmoon Games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the Laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps. Some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the Laughter.
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes. I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is, or what he's after. We're here, now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Xianzhou people despise?
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree. It's the furthest thing from an abomination of abundance, no?
Oh? Your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair. So, where do you plan on starting?
How about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
I nearly forgot about that. Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox. I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive. It seems the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself. This supplicant, called Full Wish, is also a dangerous variable.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it connects to.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel. Here we are!
Already? Wait. Why are we at this station?
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that buildup, and this is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
You're the arbitrator of the Phantom Moon Games. You're crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
You're a great general of the Xianzhou for crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way to get around?
Fine, fine. For the first time in my life, I finally know what it feels like to be a fool.
Hey, you got any money on you? Spot me a ticket, would ya?
That's the second time.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like Silver Wolf idle animation.
Said a word the whole way, Xianzhou Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, each foreseen omen of doom still clouds the inner lake with gathering shadows. That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed. Yet, worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today. It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, the fishing boats, the people, none of them existed. As far as the eye could see, there was only fire. The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed, and the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
It seems she succeeded.
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantasmoon Games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity, naturally the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Xianzhou native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you. Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored, is a life and death reality for the living beings of Plain Arcadia?
Alright then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and edgy serious mode.
That won't be necessary. I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe, a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads. The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves. Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast. Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Is
that their fate hanging over their heads?
Precisely. Come on, let's take a closer look.
Talents maxed out, firing on all cylinders. The 15-year wait is over.
Why do these people have wheel slips hanging over their heads?
Yellow Ducky Nibbles flagship store. The child
Astral Express! Boo! Get out of Seafeld City! Astral Express! Boo! Get out of Plain Arcadia!
Oh, good afternoon. Would you two lovely young ladies care to join us in protest for the bright future of Seafeld City?
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival, but your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now that's real happiness etiquette.
We won't let anyone ruin this serenity. Come on, ma'am. Leave a flag with us. Feel better in no time.
Their emotions are so synchronized. It's like they rehearsed it. This kind of happiness feels like some compulsory routine.
Their smile sent shivers down my spine. Hey, wasn't it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Showing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You! You're from the Astral Express, aren't you?
Hey, so do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
You... What are you so happy about?
Just look at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself. You're no better than that bunny on the Astral Express. Anyone could tell you're not from around here.
Hey, jerk! It's not dyed. And for the record, March Bunny is adorable. Wait, what happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't understand our happiness. If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
My apologies. My little sister is young and doesn't know better. We'll be on our way.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species. Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of Ploos to toss you both into the sea as fish food.
I'll go back to farming. Okay, let's go.
Let me teach you some moves.
Trailblazer, yeah!
Wiped him out. This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round.
Elation is hilarious!
Bonus round. Bonus round. All for the thrill.
All eyes are on you!
Wiped him out. This next round,
The dead return!
Unlimited firepower.
Elation hilarious! All eyes
I'm back.
Wiped him out. This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. 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 All for the thrill. Let me teach you some moves.
Trailblazer, yeah! All eyes are on you!
Wiped him out. This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. Bonus round.
Yeah, I've been playing Star Rails for 3 years now, and honestly, it's my favorite.
Bonus round. Talents maxed out, firing on all cylinders.
maxed out, firing on all cylinders.
But yeah, OG, I've been playing, like I said, been playing Star Rail since it first came out, and this in terms of like the hours I've been playing, this is the one game I literally put in over 1,000 hours. So it is what it is, and I like it. I like it a whole lot. It's super free to play, and you can spend money if you want to. So yeah.
With some pub stopping. Fire, I can fight for myself until everything burns to ashes. Here it comes, unlimited firepower. Firefly, type 4, in position.
Laughter is power of place. Hilarious!
Attack detected.
address me as the Galactic Twin Cleaver. Your moment to shine. Light it right now. Stage is yours.
No more messing around. Next round, we're not good. Hawkeye.
This one. The dice have been cast. Bust. Maybe I'll take it off.
I just need one more Lacing character and I'm good.
Play nice.
Let's wait and see.
Submit.
Let's wait and see.
Watch this magic trick.
That which is seized must be repaid. Don't get complacent.
Rakdos, stream forth, burn it all.
As you can see,
Straight to the soul.
sink into insanity.
Abyss flower, bloom.
can't die.
Receive divinity.
I can't die.
I don't know why.
Come on, stop messing around. Go on, treat our guests nicely. Don't worry, the night will soon fall. Good night. Time to wake up.
Pity you chose the eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return. That which is seized must be repaid.
Straight to the soul. Burn it all. Look, the show with this divine power, I extract the world's purity to reforge all things.
Let's do that again. All right. Everyone.
Yeah, that's one bitch you don't. That's one bitch you don't want to fuck with. Every night. Have I done Pure Fiction at all? Yeah, I did. All right, stream. I am going to take a little break. Thank you for watching me streaming Honkai Star Rail, and I'll see you next time.